let's head on to the past and meet up with Venat, right? I think that's where I think that's what we're on right now. We still got some more with Venat. Because Emmett ran out, and wasn't too happy about our accusations. I find it hilarious. I find it a bit hilarious and sad about the way that he... After hearing the story, Shadowbringer's story, and hearing about all the things that he supposedly did in the future, and then him just being like, you could tell he was just upset, because like he couldn't possibly see himself doing that. And not in like an arrogant way as much, just like, because he actually does care a lot, and you could see like Hythodeus and Venat noticed that. Like, Emmett can't stand Venat, and I think there was somewhere I read that Emmett can't stand Venat, but he also respects her. Okay, now where are we going? Okay, we're going all the way over there, so I'm just gonna teleport. Still think Elpis is on the list of best looking zones in the game. Okay, Venat, where are you? Oh, right, she was up here. One thing I find interesting with a lot of with most of these, what are they called? Ancient ones. They actually have Elezen bodies, and then custom. Let's go ahead and dismiss the guy. They actually have Elezen bodies, which is how they're so tall. But then they have custom heads, so that they don't actually have the ears. Oops, that's not what I meant. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Venat and continue on with MSQ. Worthy of his back, Venat has a new course of investigation in mind. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes sent forth the Mattia. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Galeen said she spotted them in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. If we stand at the same vantage point, it should not prove too difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? Well, sure, Venat, but when you go and walk away and disappear into nothingness, it's kind of hard to follow you. Anyway, let's head on down to the southeast, like she said, and see what we can see. Actually, let me check the Aether Currents. I think there's still one around here. Yeah, there's one in the south. There. Oh, come on, there we go. Quit lagging. Yeah, there's one at the very south. There's one down, like, right here. I'm not gonna grab it yet, but I'll just mark it so that if we come over, if we're in that area, a little closer to that area, we can pick it up. One thing, I think right now I'm still rating Shadowbringers higher than Endwalker. Now, the finale might top it. But I think the reason that Endwalker isn't as good in my mind is because I've had to stretch it out for so long because of my hand. But I'm really glad that I'm playing it again. Okay, Venat, where are you? I mean, there's an island right there. Is that the one he means? Or she? Now, if I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? Ah, what about that one? Well, I mean, that's the only island there. Have you the means to fly? 'Tis quite a distance. No. I mean, I'm a dragoon, but I can only jump so high. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the glasses back on. I'll do that in a minute. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos. Ah, yes, dog. I shouldn't say that. That sounds bad. Hello, Minfili dog. My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Brillian here over to the island? ... Stubborn creature, there is no place on this great star we have not together traveled, and still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Argos has rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. What? You've ridden him before? Ah, your before mean my after. Not at all confusing, that. Interesting. 'Tis certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. Venat? No. Demonstrate to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you should convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two in the bargain. Oh, I read that wrong. You seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember, a memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler out of time? Choose your battlefield. I will do what I must. And if this memory turns out to be a bad one, let's be confident. Or the warrior of darkness, I mean light. I admire your confidence. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. Oh, I guess it's time to face off against an Ascian. Oops, hold on. I can't apply glamour plates here, of course not. We're in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's grab the Aether Current now, since we're kind of gonna go... We're kind of in the area. I think this is the one that I'm missing. Yes. Oh, please, Melion. Or how do you... I don't care how you say that. Yeah, there it is. That's the last one for this island, I believe. Okay, so how many do we have? Actually, let's just see what the closest one is. Oh yeah, that's gonna be on the next platform, which is... Yeah, that should be actually the last overworld one. Let's just double check that. Yeah, that's the last overworld one, and then there's one MSQ one, and then 2 blue quests. Guess this is the clearing she means. Let's talk to Argos first. The entity is identical to the one you encountered in can never pronounce these names right. Lamentorum. Except this Argos is pointedly ignoring you. I mean, I guess, like, if we've ridden Argos in the past, it wouldn't be too... Argos wouldn't exactly be too reluctant to let us ride him in the future. Shall we begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you. I guess we're gonna face off against an Ascian. Wouldn't be our first time.
Let neither side hold back.
I haven't played all week, so my brain's gonna need to remember how to do this. Oh, I just accidentally did that. And she hit hard. Oh, I see that. Oh, come on, how did that hit me? Wow, okay. I just went full Dragoon on that. I went full Dragoon and just backflipped into the bad. Never go full Dragoon. No, I can do this on normal. I just was dumb. Okay, Venat, let's try this again.
Let neither side hold back.
Okay, this time I won't just stand in it. Oops.
My blade sings!
I didn't realize it was gonna go, it was gonna keep going, but that makes sense.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
Let's see, what's she doing now? Oh, she switched to dancer now. Oh, you know what, that makes sense. Because she used to be, she was the previous, SM. So it wouldn't be that unreasonable for her to have mastered several jobs in her adventures.
Have a taste.
This is actually decently challenging.
You won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
So wasted that. Oh well.
Prepare yourself.
Ah, okay, that's cool. That's what I thought it was gonna do. I need to put myself where I won't get hit. Yeah, this is actually this is actually a little bit challenging. It's pretty cool. Normally these fights are a bit of a pushover.
Very well.
There we go.
Let us move to the final trial.
Okay, apparently that one made it. Come on, you're gonna give me a damage down? Or am I not supposed to hit those? I don't think I'm supposed to hit the red ones. Okay, yeah, I can't do this. Now with the damage down. Well, now what? She's just gonna kill me, or was or is it supposed to be impossible?
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
Yeah, I don't... If I get a damage down there, I can't kill those things. So, like, I think I might just be doing something wrong. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Okay, so now we're back at where we were.
Let us move to the final trial.
Okay, I got that one. So am I not supposed to kill these? The red ones? Okay, that didn't give me damage down. Let's see if she absorbs that. Okay, that does give her ether. Then... yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I must be doing something wrong. Yeah, I gotta be doing something wrong. Unless I'm like supposed to use arm's length to break free.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and
Or am
show
I
me
supposed to be
your strength
absorbing
of
them?
will.
That would be interesting. Yeah, they just insta-killed me. I'm doing something wrong. Let's see, should I try and do it again and test out if I can absorb them, or should I just look it up? I think I'm just gonna look it up because I don't really want to waste more time on this. Usually these are a little more obvious and it only takes me a couple tries, but like, for some reason, it's just a bit harder. Ultimate... After dealing with a few waves of Thelma, Venat will unleash her ultimate attack Thelma, which will be unsurvivable if the gauge reaches 100%. The fight ends once Thelma is withstood. That's not helpful at all. Okay, hold on. When Venat reaches 40% of health remaining, she will become untargetable and summon Thelma adds, which move towards her charge Aether gauge. Defeat them to reduce the charge as much as possible. Focus especially on the faster red ones. While avoiding... Okay, so apparently I just need to kill the red ones first. I might just be playing like an idiot. I'll try it and I'll try targeting the red ones first. But we'll see. Okay, now we're back where we keep messing up.
Let us move to the final trial.
Okay, that was all of them. Let's get this one. Okay, let's get the red ones first. Shouldn't have done that. The red ones first. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! I mean, I got a little better that time. That time I was unintentionally spreading out my damage too much. And then I definitely can do better. I just need to not spread out my damage as much as that. I shouldn't have used AoE. Used some AoE abilities at the end there. I should have just kept on targeting one of them. This seems way harder than a normal story encounter for this game.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Yeah, that was almost me just being an idiot. Come on, I did it too late. Yeah, well, I'm gonna die on this one. Shouldn't have done AoE, just like I said before. Okay, that was again just me being an idiot. I'm gonna try one or two more times. I'm gonna try one or two more times on normal. But I think I might need to either look it up or like it says here that it's just that you're just supposed to kill the red ones faster.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
And again, I'm going to completely fail this. This is absolute BS. Why is this so hard compared to like normal encounters? I know I'm messing things up, but not bad enough to fail the encounter on normal this many times. I have to be doing something wrong.
Show me your strength of will.
Okay, let's try this again. So, one thing I know I can do is that I keep on forgetting to activate Battle Litany again during the orb phase. And then I do damage to one of them, and then I switch to the other, but then when I don't do quite enough damage on it, it's like difficult to go back, because I'm just not quite doing enough damage sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna try this on normal one more time, And if I can't get it this time, I'm just gonna do it on easy, because this is just stupid. I'm switching to very easy, I don't care anymore. Like, that was kind of, like... Did these just do no damage? 260, 260 potency. This is impossible for healers, absolutely. This is completely impossible for healers. The fact that a DPS can't do this is ridiculous. I'm just doing this on very easy, I don't care anymore.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
They have like no health. What the heck, they have no health? It's insane. If you can't do this on very easy, then yeah, it's a skill issue. Okay, that was just 100% my fault. And the percent barely even goes up. Wow. Okay, if you can't do that on very easy, then I'm sorry, but that's a skill issue.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me
I think I probably could have done it on easy, but it still would have been pushing it, and I've already spent over an hour on this. Well, not over an hour. I've spent at least 40 minutes trying to do this.
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Okay, that instance would have been cool if it wasn't so annoyingly hard. I would recommend if anyone does that on their own, just don't bother trying to do it on normal. Just go to easy or very easy.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you. One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, her strength was astounding.
Wonder if her...
As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest.
Wonder if the pronoun for a Zem changes depending on if you're playing a man, or a male or female.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you. A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Alright, let's finish up this quest and then I'm going to take a quick break, because that was a lot of work. Argus will soon have a standing on the very spot where the Meteor made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion. Then we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us, rather than against us. Okay, Venat, let's continue. A flower upon your return. Venat has Argos and his double at your heel. At heel. Let us move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over to the isle. Man, my brain is still in full salt mode. Even trying to like calm down over that during that break. Just full salt mode. Hopefully we can get some revelation as to what the heck is going on. Climb onto Argos's back and we can be off. You know, I honestly cannot remember the last time he carried anyone but me. I just realized the braids are like reins. Argos motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been given the go-ahead to hop on. Sure, let's go. Isn't this pleasant? Argos certainly seems to think so. You know, just a flying dog. Nothing unusual. Now, what was the name of that tree? Noe something. Ah, I can't pronounce that. Quite a striking specimen, is it not? We'll say one thing, brace yourself for landing. I wouldn't want you tumbling off at the last moment. At least my hand doesn't hurt.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
No. I mean, not intentionally.
So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me. There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether.
So we've done the first plenty of times unintentionally.
As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world.
I think we've gotten that
In this
too.
way can history be preserved.
Can't really recall an exact time though.
Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence.
Didn't the dragon, the original Midgar Sommer's brood,
a better place? Not only for man, but for all life.
come from another planet or something like that?
Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
Sure.
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
Can I eat it? So he's just searching for intelligent life?
So, what is your opinion?
Hermes wouldn't wish for the final days. Hermes is a gentle soul, and yet I couldn't say just at by this moment alone. I don't know. I don't think he would wish for the final days. I think there's a lot more to this than we know yet at this point in time.
I'm inclined to agree. As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution.
I mean, to Hermes, sure, but the thing is, Meteon might be affected by this. This
Then it
doesn't
is
seem like the
settled.
best idea.
Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
There are any number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. But we could do worse than look at Ctesis Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in the Ephecoris Boreas, the northern island. I wonder, Brilliant, for institution which claims to studiously research every species detailed, detained, or for release into the world. Do you not question how they find room for all on so few islands? The answer lies within Katisa's itself. I touched upon the practice before back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. 'Tis there, within those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis's observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the noose north of the Poyeten Oikos. I think I'd have an easier time pronouncing those if I knew what language they were based off of. Maybe it's Latin? Yeah, whatever. I see the 2 Aether Current quests have popped up, so I'm going to go ahead and pick those up and see where they lead us. I'm actually just going to go ahead and do those because these are the last 2 Aether Current quests, and then once I do those, then I'll just need the last one, the last Aether Current that's on the last island, and I will need the MSQ one to get flying. So that should be really easy. Oh, academia student. Hello there. The perks of being a lost flower. The academia student wears an expression of concern as she scans the horizon. You're a visitor too, aren't you? Perhaps you might be willing to help me then. Did you happen to see a blue-haired woman in the area? She wouldn't have been wearing a mask. I see. She and I are students of Academia Anidar, and we had intended to spend our downtime visiting Elpis together. We were just on our way when she realized she forgot something back in Agdorosis. So she ran back, and that was the last I saw of her. She can be a bit of, how shall I put this, scatterbrained? So she may well have simply got lost on her way back. I would rather not search for her myself, for what if she comes back while I'm away? So, if it's not too much trouble, perhaps you would be so kind as to look for her? And what happens when I can't find her and she came back and then I come back and you guys are gone? Like us, she won't be wearing a mask, and so she should stand out of touch. You'll find her in the area of PN, in all likelihood. If you do come across her, could you help her out a bit? See that she makes it back? I mean, if it gets me an Aether Current, sure. Let's just go ahead and teleport over here. Okay, Miss Blue-Haired Woman. Let's see what you forgot, where you got lost. Oh, there she is. Yes, can I help you? Oh wait, did you need directions somewhere? Not to be rude, but I beg you, ask someone else. I happen to be lost myself. Yeah, well, that's why I'm here. What was that? A woman asked you to come find me? That would be my friend, no doubt. How embarrassing. I had hoped to keep this hopelessly directionless side of myself under wraps. I feel terrible leaving her like that, but I'd clean forgotten a task from one of my professors. I rushed back to collect the item I was asked for, which I found thankfully, but got rather turned around when attempting to return. But don't you worry about me. I'll be just fine on my own. Now, if I'm right, then following this road east will lead me up to the teleporter. I know. No, it's west. Are you sure you'll be alright on your own? I've business with your friend anyway. I can escort you. Oh, bother. Maybe not. Well, I could probably find my way eventually, but there's no sense in trying to go it alone, I suppose. Would you be so kind as to guide me back to my friend? If I'm able to get as far as the teleporter that connects the PO, I should be able to make the remainder of the trip on my own. Now then, would you mind? Blue-haired thing, Endwalker following? Yep. Let's head on back. Just follow the road west. Of course, that would be too hard. That would be too hard for her. Try not to. Oh, never mind. Pull dagger on a different mob. Thing is, at least it's not. This isn't like WoW aggro where they can unmount you. Because that's actually one of the reasons that a lot of bots, gathering bots, use when they use druids for their farming. They use tank form, or they use guardian druid, because you can't get unmounted as a tank. It's kind of silly. What a relief it is to see a familiar sight. I should be alright without you now. After all, it's just a straight shot from here to P.O. Goodness, the earful I'm going to get from my friend. I've kept her waiting for far too long. Well, I really should hurry. She is owed an explanation and a heartfelt apology. Do come see us, though. I would like to thank you properly. And why can't I just go with you? That seems a bit silly. Of course, the real excuse is that you can't have, that they probably couldn't set up the engine to do the teleporter while following someone. Anyway, this is nice and quick. Go ahead and get this done and have it get yet another Aether Current. Okay, dweeb, you made your way back. I'm kind of surprised you could even do that much. I should have been upfront with my friend and simply told her why I went back. My blasted pride so often gets in the way. Thank you for your help. Truth be told, when my friend first started off, I had assumed it was because she forgot an assignment from Mitron. Lo and behold, I was right. We are studying at the words of Mitron in Academia Aneder, learning all we can about the engendering of aquatic life from the selfsame master. Mitron is Gaia's Asine's self's ex-boyfriend. At least I'm gonna say ex-boyfriend because that made the whole toxic X thing in Eden. But that, I believe that's who Mitron was. Anyway. I guess that Longreef is Gaia's Asian self. Honestly, though, I've no idea why Mitron would ask me to procure a flower of all things, and one that's still undergoing testing in Elpis. It's very beautiful, yes, but what has it to do with ichthyology? Well, nothing, but that's the point, surely. It must be intended as a present. 1 minute for Longreef. Yes, it definitely. Mitron is hopelessly enamored, as well as we all well know. We do? This is certainly news to me, though now that you mention it, I suppose I have seen sparks between them. I wonder why I never noticed before. That settles it. We need to hurry back and begin an in-depth observation of their romantic entanglements. I can't believe I've wasted all this valuable research time lost amongst the trees, and I would have wasted even more, if not for you, good lady. Now that my friend and I are together again, we can get back to the Academia and deliver the flower to Mitron before it wilts. Ah, but before we rush off, a reward. You certainly deserve it. I certainly do. Huh. Usually those Aether Current quests have a lead into a quest line, but I thought I saw some quests appear up here, so maybe that's where the quest line would continue. Anyway, let's head over to the other blue quest so we can get that one done too. Hello, Myra. An expected guest. Myra appears to be mildly perturbed. Well, this is a pickle. Whatever am I to... Please tell me you're here to deliver a message from Cleon? You are a familiar, yes? I mean, yes, but not his. Azim's familiar. Oh, I do like the name Brilliant. But if you belong to Azim, then what has become of our visitor from Amarat? He was meant to arrive some time ago. Our wildlife subjects are accustomed to the presence of long-term observers, but when someone from outside of Elpis comes to visit, the reactions can be somewhat unpredictable and occasionally violent. Would you be so kind as to track down Cleon and see that no harm has befallen him? Visitors don't wear masks, so he should be easy to spot. And if you so happen to find him in the process of being mauled, you have my permission to terminate the offending subject. Safety first. Well, I guess we'll go find him. Let's see, over to the west or east? That's east. It's the west. Ah, yes, I guess we are about to terminate a subject. There we go. Hello, Cleon. You okay? Thank you for taking the initiative. I wasn't sure about the etiquette of destroying a creature under observation. I am Cleon, recently arrived from Amarat. I assume Myra sent you to fetch me? Well, yeah. I see. Well, we had best not keep her waiting any longer. Fear not. I will avoid upsetting any more of the local inhabitants. Well, I'd hope so. Let's go ahead and teleport back, and turn in this quest. Okay, Myra, did your job for you? You know, I'm kind of used to it by now, but my inner Frey is screaming at me. This is Myra, yes? Brilliant. Thank you for seeing to the safety of our guest. Indeed, my hesitancy to act would have ended poorly had your messenger not been there to shield me. And I'm certainly glad that she was. Now, shall we proceed to the business of the day? I believe you had some concerns regarding your personal creations. Yes, as embarrassing as it is to admit, I was worried that the concepts I registered with the Bureau of the Architect may not be fit for release into the wild. Oh, you needn't feel embarrassed. You wouldn't be the first visitor we've had who expressed difficulty in helping their children leave the nest. We can look in on them right now, if you like. I should like that very much, but I do have one request. When you swooped in to rescue me from that beast, I was treated to a most impressive display of battle prowess. An entity with your strength and instinct would be a perfect candidate for evaluating the worth of my modest creations. I must insist that you join us, maybe another day. Because you're going to give me this Aether Current, right? What a fascinating notion. Yes, I quite agree with your assessment. And we will all go together. Whenever you're ready, Brilliant. Yeah, well, I'm not doing that today. So I'm getting my Aether Current and getting out of here.